The Vestal Guide. How to play the Vestal. All builds for all subclasses of Vestal in the game. Let's not waste time. Let's go. What is Vestal? Compared to Darkest Dungeon 1 Vestal, where she was a full support and a healer, this time she's a healer. She is a full support, debuffer, huge buffer, huge support, both offensive and defensive support, and on top of it all, you can play her as a ranged or melee damage dealer. Absolutely insane class. What are the best quirks on a Vestal? Basically any quirk that's gonna give you armor, dodge, or flat damage, both range and melee, doesn't matter, is the quirks that you wanna aim for. Now let's start with a Confessor subclass for the Vestal. Confessor is there for a debuffs and for full support. Best to be played on position number 3 or 4. The first one in line we're gonna take is Illumination to remove positive tokens from enemies. The second one is a bit of range damage with Judgment as well as some debuffs on enemies. The third one is a classic heal, single target heal. The fourth one is a classic AoE heal per turn, better to say. And the last one, now this is your choice for the Confessor. If you need defense, you will go with Consecration of Fortitude. And if you need offense, then you will go with Consecration of Light. Depends on a team you wanna play with. What are consecrations and how do we play Vestal, no matter what class or subclass? She gains convictions that empower her spells. That's the first thing. When you see these convictions, the spell will be empowered. Depends on what spell you wanna go for, of course. There is one thing, works very similar to occultist mechanic, but she also has these consecrations that will grant damage. Upgraded versions will grant damage and crit, and she's got defensive consecrations that give armor or dodge, and upgraded that give upgraded armor and upgraded dodge, or better to say armor plus and dodge plus. So now you get to pick with the Confessor whether you want this consecration or you want Consecration of Light. If you know what you're doing with Vestal, you can easily remove Divine Comfort and play with both consecrations. This is all your choice. Now we go to the next class, it would be Chaplain. Chaplain is a classic support debuffer. Compared to the Confessor, where she was a squishy support, now we're gonna play her as a tanky support. Now how do we play Chaplain subclass? The first spell that we're gonna get is the Hand of Light. The next spell would be Maze Bash, the next spell would be Sanctuary, then is the Divine Comfort, and at the end it's Mantra. If you know what you're doing, you can remove Divine Comfort and gain one of the two consecrations. Depends on a team, of course. If you do not need consecrations, then you can easily go with Illumination, because this Chaplain is best played on position number 2. Spells that you wanna upgrade are Sanctuary, Maze Bash, and Hand of Light. It's completely your choice how you wanna play. You got 3 or 4 different ways with Chaplain. The thing that you're gonna switch is this, or this, this, or this. Pick out of these 4 skills which one you like the most for the Chaplain. Again, this highly depends on the team you'll play with. If you don't have a stress healer in your team, you might go with Mantra as the first upgrade. If you don't have a tank in your team, then you will go with Sanctuary as your first upgrade. The last in line would be Seraph subclass for Vestal. This is Consecration Vestal, where consecrations last for 5 rounds, and every time when someone triggers a consecration, she will gain power up, so she can hurt more. If you don't want to hurt more, you can heal more. So how do we play Seraph? We put Consecration of Fortitude under the squishiest character. We put Consecration of Light under the character that's gonna deal most damage. And then we will have full powers for extra heals, for extra damage. If someone is close to that, we can always use Mantra and AoE heal everyone that's under the effects of Consecration. That's how Seraph is played. There are multiple ways to play now. If you have another healer in your team, you can sacrifice heal, and you can go with Illumination. That will be it for the Vestal Wanderer class. You can play all the builds that I gave. It doesn't matter what you wanna play with, alright? The only thing you need to make sure is to unlock all of her skills through hero shrines. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching.